however, is definitely not a horse.
All right, all right. Oh my God, I'm mute. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? It is your girl Ticah to Shine right here at All Things Ruthless. Definitely here to have this ruthless conversation. We're gonna dive in and we're gonna talk about Tyler Perry's Ruthless season 5, episode 16. But I can't have this conversation by myself. I see my girl EJ, the TV junkie, has popped on. So let me bring her on in. What's good, EJ?
Hello. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm good, girl. I'm here. I'm good though.
I know that's right. I know that's right, girl. What up to the chat? What up? You got mail. What up, Renee Beckham? Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I see more people are watching and that they have not yet commented, and it's all good. So before we dive into the episode, y'all in the chat as well as EJ, let me know your vibe, as you say, the vibe check. What were your thoughts on this episode 16?
Man, I was like, don't tell me that Ruth done ran out of plot armor up in this mud. Come on now. What is happening? Now, I was like, I don't know. And then River trying to switch back, like, we don't trust you no more. We don't even like you. Zane, like, bye. I was just like, what are we doing here? So I don't know.
Right.
But it was good though.
Right. So out of so between 1 and 5 robes, how many robes would you give this episode?
I'm gonna give it about 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm there with you because I felt quite a bit of disappointment. I felt some like what the hell? Like I felt a lot of anxiety on this whole episode. Like what is going on? It had me yelling at the screen quite often. So for those of you in the chat, let me know what was your vibe check or what was your vibe 1 to 5. I know y'all probably can't find a role. Put a blue, a purple devil or something in the chat if you can. But with that being said, and I definitely have some comments from the fans, Facebook, IG, as well as YouTube that we're gonna get into a little bit later. But at the beginning of the episode, y'all always see everybody standing outside at the pavilion. You got the highest making his little grand speech. We're gonna have a battle royale, and I'm just like, what the devil on Shake Smith is going on right about now? So the devil, and it was hilarious. It was like hilarious. Well, not hilarious, but it's kind of sad because Ruth kept saying, Callie won't look at me. Callie won't look at me. Girl, Zay had to tell her, look, your baby is programmed right now. She's not going to look at you. She is not going to look at you because at the end of the day, Obadiah got her brainwashed. So she's not going to be paying attention to you. And you need to be focusing on other things like how we going to get out of this, considering the fact that we just learned that Elder Mother was over there making the Kool-Aid.
That part. Because why? Now, at the end of the day, she has to know that her baby girl is somewhat gone. It's some, I don't know how much, but definitely somewhat gone. And the focus should be getting out of there. Sometimes I wonder, I mean, I know it's horrible to say, but sometimes I'm just like, girl, you might have to go ahead and roll up out of there and try to get some help and then get your baby girl out of
Right.
there and hope that they don't drink that Kool-Aid before you can get some help, because it just feels like she may not willingly go with you. And then now we see where we at. It's crazy.
Exactly. A whole bunch of shenanigans. Um, of course, Obadiah, like I said, he marching in with the kids, like he a real drill sergeant. And I'm like, sir, you probably ain't did nail time in the military, yo, dirty bastards. But we do get to see the highest. Last episode he walked into the pavilion. This time he was carried so eloquently into the pavilion. He also let these people know that we gonna be going to the Raku soon. I can't tell you exactly when we going. I just know soon and very soon we going to see the king. Girl, EJ, did you have any thoughts on this man letting folks know that they about to go to the Raku?
Soon and very
Okay, that's
soon.
all I can think of.
Listen, I said, dang, I said, so it's like that. So we really going. What interests me the most is that Obadiah just is so in the loop. Like, how is Obadiah this in the loop? They got code plans and all types of stuff. I'm just like, was this like how? I just feel like we're missing some pieces with Obadiah, and I'm definitely not underestimating him anymore at all when it comes to what kind of reach he has on the highest. But yeah, the fact that they about to drink the Kool-Aid and go to see the Raku, I'm just like, so we just giving up? We not gonna fight the man? We just gonna? That's what we doing? Okay.
That part. And again, the highest is letting everybody know to prepare for battle. Okay, we got a comment from Gloria Mangrum from one of the Facebook groups. She said, I certainly hope Andrew beat the crap out of River. Y'all, that's to be continued. We gonna get to that, I can assure you. But this is when the highest is announcing, prepare for battle. And everybody like straight laughing and clowning River, like, we know you're a weakling and we know you about to lose this battle. They was just so disrespectful. River got no love from nobody.
He didn't get no love from me either. When they told him, maybe, don't try to win or whatever, I was like, okay, because ain't no way in the world River actually gonna win this. I mean, he did hit a low blow, which was, he won by any means necessary. But I honestly don't think that Andrew was trying to win.
And we're going to get into that because that's definitely something he was not trying to do. We're going to see where the FBI agents, they have this conversation, trying to figure out what is the best plan, what's the best plan to do to shut this whole thing down. And, Desiree came in there and she told them, look, it's over 500 people in there, over 90 some kids in there. If we were to just stop what we were doing, go in there blasting, we would have a Waco, Texas type situation on our hands. We would have a Jim Jones situation on our hands. So we couldn't just go straight in there, guns blazing, and and shut it down. So now Duncan, as well as Millard and all of them, now they're kind of understanding a little bit better as to why. Of course, other than them effing around, but they kind of understand why Cal and Desiree didn't go in and just, try to shut the whole compound down.
Exactly. It has to be a reason. I mean, because it would just make sense. They could have went in a long time ago if it was just that simple. Like I'm like, come on, y'all. If it was that simple, they would have been in here. You think they really want to be out here in this podunk town chilling? No, they want to go home.
Exactly. So they were waiting on River, aka Michael, to make that phone call to have that conversation. But Veronica Harris says that I like the head guy in the FBI. He's standing on business. Yeah, he's standing on business, but he's also not being stupid and diving in 10 toes first, trying to go into this whole Rakadushi compound. So he's there. He got a big mouth. He don't you cry. That's all I can remember from him from the last episode. Don't you cry. You better not cry. Oh my God. But that was super. That moment was, they waiting. They're waiting. And at this point, this is all they can do. Then we have River telling Ruth, listen, I'm scared. I'm trying to be on your side. I think we need to get the hell up out of here tonight. We need to get up out of here before this whole battle go down. We need to, what we gonna do? What is we gonna do? girl, she had to tell her, listen, you gonna have to take that man's sack and snatch it up from out of his soul. That's what you're gonna have to do, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to win.
Okay, because there wasn't no way that he was really gonna win this by any other means. By any other means. I'm just shocked that Ruth even just decided that she was. I'm not taking River back in that quick. I can't do it. I'm sorry. But I just feel like River just getting this pass all of a sudden. Okay, yeah. But maybe it's just all about getting out of there. Maybe they're thinking more logically along the lines of, if River's in this position of power, maybe we can get out of here together. Bump what he did. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, but she also said that she trusts River a little bit more than she trusts Andrew. And that's true. Like, Andrew been on the compound doing all his dirt, and knowing that he was quote unquote FBI, he could have shut this whole thing down sooner. But she trusts River a little bit more than she does Andrew at this moment anyway. So
yeah.
Oh girl, she told us, snatch his soul. Snatch your soul, y'all. Snatch your soul. So that's the plan. We gonna win this fight by any means necessary. Of course, Manny and Peter over there straight clowning River. Boy, you about to get your butt beat.
And I'm not mad at him, no. Because everybody knows it. Like, River, River is not a daikon. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? River is not a daikon. Daikon would have had this mess under control a long time ago. Y'all out here running amok. The only time that Daikon wasn't able to keep things together is when he was literally being when they were trying to make him look like he didn't know what the hell he was doing. Like, when they were making an effort to backdoor him at every turn. That was really the only time. Or when he fell up under Ruth's spell.
Right. All right, so before we continue, let's go to the chat real quick. Like, hey, what's that? You got mail. What's up? Hey, Renee Beckham. Thank y'all again. Shout out to Queen. Thank you for tapping in. Hola. You got mail. Gave it 4 devils. 4 devils. Renee Beckham felt the same. Hey, Karima, thank you for tapping in. Yeah, that episode was so stressful. It literally had me on the edge of my bed, about to roll out the bed, about to fall on the floor, because I was like, oh my God, literally yelling at the TV. And my poor neighbors probably was like, what the hell is going on next door? Obadiah has nothing on ODB. I don't know, because I don't think ODB was messing with little kids. So Obadiah is that devil. I knew River was going to go low. He ain't had no choice. He had no choice. I was mad when Ruth told River what to do. Yeah, she should have made him suffer. She shouldn't have given him a way out. She shouldn't have, but that's what Ruth is. She's gonna take advantage of what she thinks is best for her. So she knew that River could potentially, if he wins, control the gates, control who's standing where, and we're gonna see that he's gonna place people strategically where they need to be, so that people can get off the compound. But we got Elder Mother, who felt like laying hands today. She wasn't praying. She came in swinging left and right on George as well as Lewis. And before Elder Mother walked in there, your boy George was praying again. Like, he been feeling real religious these last couple of episodes. He was like praying, Lord, we need an angel. Help us, please. But Lewis said, you sure God heard you? Because I hear a devil.
The only thing I was trying to do was get a close up. I just kept trying to get a close up.
See, we ain't gonna get no conversation out of EJ when it comes to these images of George and Lewis. Like, there was some good dialogue, and all EJ is seeing, y'all, is the abs and the nutless eggplant of George, y'all. So
that's all I saw. I really don't even remember this conversation. I kid you not. I was so in tune. I was like, what is going on?
My Lord, somebody help EJ, y'all.
I
Somebody
said,
help him. But
did they got him wrapped up? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Girl, go ahead. But it was a good
no,
conversation. And Elder Mother did come in swinging. I think it was a good conversation, rather.
yeah, because she wanted to make sure that they was redeemed. She wanted to make sure that they had been reconverted back into the love for the love of the Raku. But they ain't buying it. They just playing the game. So far, they're just playing the game to do what they have to do to make it through. Hopefully, somebody will come and be sweet enough to help them get up out of that punishment trailer. Then we got River. You see River. The phone is just ringing, ringing, ringing. He's in there talking to the highest. The highest is telling him he got to prepare for the boxing match. Get your gloves on because it's going down tonight, buddy. It's going down in a little bit. But the highest is on the phone and he's talking to Agent Millard. And Agent Millard is trying to get him to, make a trade. He's trying to convince him, you do something for me, I'll do something for you. But the highest is just he basically is like, leave us the F alone. We not bothering nobody. He said, cut the crowd. What the fuck you want? Excuse my language. But he was just straight up. It was just like, what do you want? Because the highest, he don't believe it. He don't care for the Illuminati. Y'all got poison. Y'all poisoning food. Y'all poisoning schools. Like, what is it that you can do for me that we're not already doing for ourselves? We're basically farming, doing our own farming. We're schooling our own kids. Like, what is it that you could really do for me? Any particular thoughts? Did you catch this moment, EJ? Did you actually?
There wasn't nothing going on in this scene that I was able to listen. I was able to focus. It's hard to focus sometimes, girl, when you got all them 8 abs. I'm not used to seeing 8 abs, okay? That was eight packs running around. Okay, but seriously though, yeah, but to be fair, I mean, the highest is a lot of things, but in this moment, he actually kind of had some points. If we really just being real, he kind of had some points. Besides the mayhem and murder and all the unaliving that's going on, they really are doing all of those other things. So, I mean, the only thing I would beg to differ is that the problem, the highest is that y'all are doing the other things, your punishment trailers and all this other stuff. But he was real about some of that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, the highest is lucid for a moment. Because, he been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but he seems to be kind of lucid in some of these moments. And then he started to kind of lose it also at the same time. But what he was saying was kind of had some truth to it.
Yeah. Yeah, because he definitely told them, listen, y'all trying to destroy our peace. You the only one that's in peace half the time, the highest. You the only one, because everybody else is literally plotting behind your back. You just don't know it. But Shamira Kendrick says, I don't know why the detective didn't tell the highest that River wanted to leave so he can get what's coming to him. Well, he held up his end of the bargain by not telling the highest that, River had been talking to him. River asked him, please don't tell the highest that I've been talking to you, because that mug gonna bust me upside my head. But, he held up his end of the bargain. So he's a person of his word. Agent Millard is a person of his word. However, I need them to move faster, because it's about to go down. It's definitely about to go down, y'all. So yeah, make sure y'all do all the things that Renee Beckham says. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button on both channels. We absolutely appreciate it. And this is the moment where River was trying to get out of that boxing match. He was not ready to squabble up, but the highest is like, it's about to go down. Get yourself together.
You about to get it, and Andrew's still on his doggone phone. Always baffles me where he be hiding his phone at. I just want to know.
He probably put it somewhere safe. That's all I'm gonna say. But he does tell, because he definitely didn't. He had it hidden when the highest told him to take his clothes off. But Andrew is finally able to get a call through to the FBI and let them know. Listen, this man want me to fight. He wants me to battle River. River is much smaller. I can definitely beat him. However, if I win. And I think at this moment, Andrew was looking at it in the wrong way. He's like, I could be responsible for unaliving people and so on and so forth. But had Andrew been looking at it in the aspect of, if I take this second in command, I can do a lot to get people out the gate without the highest even knowing. But they end up telling him, well, if you can beat him and you're going to be in that type of position, then you don't need to win this fight. So he's like, oh, all right, I got to go. Because at first, Desiree was pissing me off. She was like, not believing him, just like faking the phone, like he's like, I'm trying to show y'all that I'm on your side. I'm on the side. I'm trying to be on the side of right, and y'all keep playing these games. I got time for this. Like, you keep trying to indict me, and I'm just trying to give y'all some info. Did you think did you think that Andrew is really doing all of this to try to keep from getting the death penalty, or do you think he really actually cares?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think when he started this, it was about trying to get those people out of there. I think somewhere down the line, he low-key got comfortable and got a little bit converted. I don't know if it was the situation with, oh God, I can't think of her, Tally. I don't know if it was Tally. I don't know if it was that moment. I don't know if it was the... what they call it, the
coronation.
I don't know if it was that,
or the enlightening.
The enlightening moment. That's what I don't know if it was that moment, but somewhere down the line he did lose it. I truly believe that Andrew got converted somewhere down the line. And if it wasn't converted, he got real comfortable and was just okay with what was going on. And he started to really care about the people in there. But now that he got caught, I really do think that it's a little bit of both. Like, I'm going to finish what I started because these people deserve to get up out of here. And I'm not going to the big house for this. Like, y'all, not for this. Not after I done came up in here, went undercover, and then got enlightened. The hell I am. Like, so we gonna have to do what it do. Like, at the end of the day, that's how I would be looking at it if I was Andrew. Got me enlightened. You got me messed up. I'm not finna stay up in here. No, I'm not finna stay up in jail. Like, y'all not finna get me out and then lock me up. No. Let me do all I can to make it look like, even if I don't feel that way, I'm gonna do all I can to make it look like I'm trying to help. But I think he really is trying to help, but more so himself.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, he better do it both ways. Both ways.
He had to unalive William. You got mail. He didn't have no choice. He was gonna blow his cover. He running out there talking about, oh, he's whatever he was saying. He was screaming.
He's a traitor.
All right, William, you gotta go.
Yeah, snap, crackle, and pop. But we're gonna see the two twins, the youngsters on the whole compound for as far as young adults. But River and Zane are having this conversation. Well, what you gonna do? I'm gonna have to fight him. Ruth told me what I gotta do to beat him. I gotta snatch his sack. I gotta snatch his soul. But we gonna get off this compound. Before sooner than later. We getting off of this compound. How we gonna get off the compound? I don't know about that yet. Just know we gonna get off the compound. Had no plan whatsoever. But then we see the devil himself, Obadiah, and he's in there talking to the children. And one of them asked, Callie asked, like, what was heaven like, or what was paradise like? And he said that what is it like when you cross over? And he said horns will be blowing, music, there'll be dance, a feast. You become a king or a queen. And she said, well, can I get a maid? In a nutshell, I'm tired of cleaning up. Like, you saying, yes, you can have all the maids, and just making it seem so good that he is literally, to me, I'm like, he's preparing her to cross over. And I was just like sick to my stomach, like, dang, not Callie.
Yeah. I knew that she was going to get used for something.
Definitely. But she looked so serious. She dead ass rockadoosh.
That part.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get to the comments in a minute. Then we had this moment where River walks in and says that the highest wants to see you. I thought he was gonna try to take Tally with him after Obadiah walked out, but Obadiah was like, "No, you come on too. Like we gonna walk out together. It's not gonna be just a one person situation. He gonna guard them kids with his life."
That he is.
And then they see the people aimlessly running around the compound. Like, what the hell is going on? What is going on? What's going on? It's the duel. The duel's about to start right now. Peter ain't right either. All the betrayal is just killing me right now.
I can't stand Peter either. But I mean, Peter did. River did do Peter wrong. But Peter, I ain't never liked Peter though.
Peter was like, River just wanted to leave with the money. But Peter didn't have the money. He didn't have a car. Like, he just messed up the whole plan because he got jumped by Aaron. So, but he started drinking the Kool-Aid of Obadiah at some point. But finally, y'all, we see your boys. They getting saved. An angel has come. Oh, thank you, brother. Why he start eating that food like he was a puppy?
He said, I'm hungry. Shout out to you, Got Mail. Thank you. We appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night. He was hungry.
He was hungry. He put his whole face in that plate. I thought Eli would at least broke off a piece of bread and put it in Louis' mouth.
Man. I was saying him.
But he was like, well, we're going to get you out of here. They're getting ready to have that duel. I can't, I don't want to witness that. That is not why I came to the compound. That is not why I'm here. So we finna get the hell off this compound. And so he eventually we're going to see that. Well, we'll see that they done got the hell out of Dodge. We don't know how far they are, but he's definitely there to help them. And that's the angel that George had prayed for. Look at God. Okay. I purposely left the abs out of these. Now we at the duel, y'all. To keep my girl from getting distracted. But now we're okay. Let me check the comments real quick. Let me check the comments. Half and half. Trying to do half and half. All right. Let's see. Okay. I was mad when Ruth told River what to do. Okay. But was Callie pretending because she said mommy, but when she said mommy when she saw Obadiah, she changed her mind and said his name Ruby. Her name is Ruby. Okay, we're gonna get to that. Ruth had me heated in that scene. Yes. And did. I knew Ruby hadn't changed like Ruth. Okay. So these are relating to this episode definitely had me in my feelings as well. What does that say? My three scan see you. I don't know. I'm gonna get it by the end of this live though. I can tell you that much. Y'all typing fast too. It's a lot of y'all typing. Let me just get out the comment.
I think it's my eyes can see you.
Oh, that would make sense. That is, my eyes can see you. Okay, thank you. All right. Let's see. I think the birth mother. What up, people are saying? I think birth mother will come and say, "I told you couldn't have a family." That might say Ruth. Okay, the evil birth mother. Got you. So back to this moment right here. We have the duel. We have it. We see where River and Andrew about to battle. But they're gonna squabble up. That's all I can say. And it was a stage fight. It was a stage fight definitely on Andrew's behalf. He let him win. We see because he was told by the FBI not to win. He should have beat him anyway. He should have went ahead and beat him anyway and just figured out the other stuff. But he got stuffed in the sack. And River said, is no one going to count? Because everybody was looking like, dang, he got him down on the ground. So the highest finally decided to go ahead and count 1, 2, count all the way to 10. River, you are the winner. You remain and keep your title as Daikon. Any thoughts, EJ?
I didn't have no thoughts at all. I was so mad. I said, Andrew, I don't know why you just didn't win. I just want River to get what's coming to him, or at least beat him down a little bit more before we let him get us down. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just deserved a little bit more doing the most.
I'm on the opposite side though. Like I really do feel sorry for River. Like, can you just imagine all the toys that was in that pleasure chest that the highest done stuck inside of him, and then he was beating him, and I just feel bad for River. So he's just like he told Ruth, listen, I'm just trying to survive, just like everybody else. I'm trying to survive. But Zane had a good point. But you got all high and mighty with that whole daikon thing. That's where you messed up. Had you just played your role, people wouldn't have been against you. So, he won. We see he won. It was a stage fight, like I said, so staged. But now he on his ish. You go over here to this gate. You go over here to that gate. Matter of fact, send Manny and Peter, take y'all ass to the punishment trailer. Y'all folk come with me. So he has a plan. So the plan is that there is a gate that is in the back of the compound that does not have any barbed wire or concertina wire on it, where he can actually step over into it and they can get out the gate that way. So that's his plan. And he got rid of Manny as well as Peter because they're two of the strongest soldiers, and they could mess some stuff up. They've been known to mess up stuff. We don't know whose side they're on anyways. Are they loyal, or are they, ready to get the hell off the compound just like us?
That part. But then you got all those people out there ready trying to get up in there, and I'm just like, no. I don't feel sorry for River Girl at all. Like, I mean, he done been through a lot, but when he got up on that high mighty horse and when he started doing the absolute most, and when he literally tried to get Ruth unalive, because he knew that if she wasn't pregnant, that was the only option. She was going to be gone. That's when he went too far. I was like, bro, he she about to go if that pregnancy test don't come back with a, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we get that ultrasound and there's no heartbeat, what's finna happen. You were really, really, really gonna go that far? That was what my problem was.
She was trying to poison him.
But I mean, that was after the fact. Come on now.
She did that before. She did that before they verified the pregnancy. She was gonna get that poison to him, and then that's when she switched it, and then he switched it on her and was gonna give that poisonous bowl or whatever to Tally. So I mean to Callie. But it's been a whole cat and mouse game between the two of them. A whole chestnut checkers type game between the two of them from the time River even played the game of I want to get off the compound. So this is where he explains to them why he sent your boys Manny and Peter to the punishment trailer. And then we got the highest. He on the phone with the FBI. The FBI is trying to bargain. Millard is like, give out of all the children name he could mention. I was like, oh my God. You guys have a Callie on the compound. Yes, she goes by the name of Ruby. Well, she's been kidnapped, and we can, let your people that are outside of the gate, we can let them into the compound if you let her off the compound. Oh, Ruth kidnapped her daughter? I didn't know she kidnapped her. Bro, you knew she kidnapped the girl. Like, what do you mean? But Highest playing the role.
Okay. Everybody good at acting, clearly. All of them.
Definitely. So then you got Elder Mother Marva. Talk to us about Marva, EJ. Marva, she went to the punishment trailer. They're gone.
They're gone. They're out of there. Now, she say, listen, I don't know what it is. Elder Mother done been to this punishment trailer more than she actually typically goes. I'm just like, what are you doing? I think she going to see them 8-packs too. I don't care what nobody say. That's what she is going in there to do. She is like, look, I got to get where I can. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, she goes and she tells the highest, like, look, they out of here, like some kind of way, like Andrew's in there, but they gone. And I'm just like, how y'all let them get away? And I need to know where they at. So, it is what it is. It wasn't a whole lot going on, but Somebody gonna get in trouble. He finna hurt somebody. I don't know who finna get it, but somebody gonna get it.
That part. So Headmaster, this moment right here, this comment comes from Ramonia Kessler. Thank you again to the Facebook group, the Instagram channel, or the Instagram page, as well as the YouTube channel, the audience. You guys continually engage. And of course, I absolutely appreciate it. But Ramonia Kessler says Headmaster is setting Ruth's daughter up to be unalived. When he told the highest Ruby is the strongest soldier he has, that's to get back at Ruth since the miscarriage didn't work. I agree, Ramonia Kessler. He's trying to knock another piece off the board. And Ruth is one of those pieces that is close to the highest. So anything that he can do to knock Ruth out of play would be quite awesome for him. But I'm still trying to figure out what is Obadiah's end game, because you already literally have the ear of the highest. The highest, you can tell the highest not to do something, and the highest is gonna listen to you. So what is it? What is your end game? Are you there trying to get the money as well? Like, what is your purpose, Obadiah? So I wish that they would do something to, make his purpose on the compound a little bit clearer, other than just causing destruction and unaliving folks.
Yeah, because it is weird. Like, what is the real purpose for you to be there? Because clearly he already listens to you. So I don't know.
Right. Right. I guess maybe at some point we'll definitely find out. But then we see this moment where I'm like, where the heck is Callie going? She got out the bed, went and walked somewhere, and then Ruth came in. I'm like, where is she going to? But anyway, Ruth has a conversation. I'm your mother. Don't you remember me? I am so sorry I brought you to this place. We're going to escape. And I'm like, girl, you don't hear that door opening? Ruth, would you shut up? You're talking too much. You shouldn't even went in there to see her until it was time for y'all to get off the compound, because as soon as she say, we escaping, we getting off this compound, the damn devil showed up. I'm not Ruby. I'm not Callie. I'm Ruby. She had a cold switch like a mug. Is she playing the game too?
Yeah, maybe so. She might be just like her mama. And because for a moment there, she did, kind of, was like mommy or whatnot. I said, okay, so maybe Ruby is playing like everybody else. I don't know at this moment. Or maybe she's not as brainwashed as we think. She did want a maid when they went over to the other side. You know what I'm saying? So, there's definitely that possibility. But I feel like this is Ruth's weak moments. It always has to do with her daughter. She always gets caught slipping when it comes to her. This was like one of the dumbest moves I've ever seen her make. And one of those moves where she can't even talk herself out of it, because you don't even hear him coming, you talking so much, and Callie don't even give you a wink of the eye, nothing, because I know he in her vision and she can see him, but I just didn't get it. I just didn't understand it. I was like, really? This how we get caught up? Too much.
Right. All I could say was, damn, Ruth. Let me get to the comments real quick, and then we will continue. Nobody feels sorry for River. I know nobody likes the people that I like. It's okay. It's all good. Everybody, at some point, everybody got to get punished. My eyes can see you. River told Ruth he had her back. Which region of her back did he have? Just a little corner. He didn't have the whole back, just the shoulder. Why would she even trust him? But she feels like she can trust him a little bit more than she can Andrew right now. So that's the team that she's on right now. The door open on Ruby and Ruth, and I lost. Me too. I was like, oh my God, no, girl, run. Y'all don't have a back door you can get out. Girl, run from Obadiah. Then I was thinking, where the heck is your little butter knife that you be carrying around? Like, girl, poke him with something. I really don't. The real Aaron Collins, thank you for tapping in. I really don't trust Headmaster Obadiah. I believe he has nefarious tendencies. Oh, since day one, since we saw him at that bus and he saw her and never did tell the highest that he saw her at the bus, he has had nefarious tendencies. So, yeah, I've been not trusting him. Or maybe she's mad because her mom kidnapped her from her dad and grandparents. It's possible. It's possible. We don't know where her mind is, but it's possible. Ruby, aka Callie. Ruby, aka Callie, has really grown a lot. I'm wondering if she knows Barry, her father, was unalive by the Rockadooshes. And knowing how demented and demonic the highest is, he could have did it in front of her.
Probably told about it or something. They probably told her. Like the Raku took your father.
Right. But Ruth gets snatched up by Obadiah. He tells Ruby, get out. Go wait for me outside, young one. And pow, 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 pow. I'm like, well, damn, how many more times you gonna hit the girl?
Okay, you have to hit her like that, now.
Obadiah is the devil. He laid hands on Ruth, and now she is going to be escorted over to the highest. And this is exactly what Obadiah wanted anyway. Anything to knock another piece off the chessboard. And right now he has a win. He has a win to knock Ruth off this chessboard. Zane was like, damn, she done got caught. Oh well, I'm leaving regardless. I can't do this no more. We should have never came back on the compound in the first place. But you know she's not gonna leave without her daughter. Well, guess what, honey? We leaving with or without Ruth, without Ruth and her daughter. We are up out of here. Zane is just fed up. She's just fed up. She tried to be, you know, helpful and stay and pick a side, but her side, her winning side, is just not winning right now.
Yeah, that sucks though. Cause she the only I was like, dang, so I ain't say she just over it. She said bye. But you know what sucks though is that for all the stuff that Ruth does, she really do always have all of their backs every single time. So if there was anybody that I'm not gonna turn my back on, it's probably gonna be Ruth. I'm probably gonna try to help her because she the only one that came through for every last single one of them, even when Joan backdoors her, River, when we thought Zane had lost her mind, like she still was always the one. So I was like, dang, she must be really out there. Cause I said, oh, I know y'all ain't gonna leave her hanging.
I still think though, even though we're seeing what we're seeing, Ruth is gonna make her way. She's gonna end up getting laid the smack down on by the highest, and she's gonna have to go to the punishment trailer. But I don't know. I have an ounce in me that think that River is going to try to go and help her or get her out of that punishment trailer. Some shape, form, or fashion. I just feel like he may actually try to help her. Now, I could be way off. You know me, I always have a little faith in hoping some of the wrong people, but you know, I'm thinking
he might actually, or it may be George and Lewis might spin the block back over there some kind of way. I mean, well, no, because they can't stand her. I forgot about that part. They don't like her. Somebody might help though. Somebody gonna help. Somebody gonna get Andrew and Ruth out of there.
I hope so.
Be River.
I hope so, because ain't no dang gonna wait. This is gonna be the demise of Ruth and the show called Ruthless. Here go some more apps for you, EJ. It's not very clear, but I brought you some more apps.
They give enough.
He looking at her like, what the hell?
Like what you do?
How you get in here?
What you doing here, sacred mother? I said, no, the highest. Did he kick? I said, no, I said, is you gonna hurt the one? Don't be hurting the one.
Yep.
Come on now.
He swung on her, kicked her. I don't know if he stumped her on her thigh or her stomach, but I was just like, bruh, she's still pregnant with your demon seed regardless.
Exactly.
So, and this is where somebody was saying they think that the evil birth mother is going to come back and tell the higher see, I told you couldn't have a family. So that would be good if that is revisited, because who going to help the highest now that, you know, Ruth is locked up? Elder mother, who knows? She gonna probably be somewhere mixing some more Kool-Aid. So
Girl.
it's just so much stuff. This episode was full, but it wasn't like a whole lot of extra power pack punches in it. But it was definitely some. Ruth has been full circle to receive, come back to the punishment line, because it's been a while since we've seen Ruth get slapped or anything by, at least by, definitely not by the highest.
And he didn't even hesitate. That's what I said. What Obadiah got over him, because he didn't even hesitate. You ain't even gonna ask her. Like, she couldn't finesse nothing. She couldn't do nothing because he didn't ask no questions.
He heard her. He heard her. There was nothing she could say. She couldn't switch that thing up. She couldn't. And the highest, he's going to believe. And that's the thing I can't understand. What is it that Obadiah has on the highest that the highest trust, or basically he trusts him more than anything? Susan was saying, is Obadiah the highest's father? I don't know. I don't know if he's his father, but I think he was somebody, for me, just my thoughts, he was the person that took care of the highest and probably messed around with him too, but took care of him when his birth mother was found unalived in that hotel. So I'm thinking that could be their connection. I really wish they would clear it up for us though.
Okay, that part, absolutely.
But then y'all, we finally see the moment where they are standing outside, because they done built the whole little tent outside, and they could just walk up to the gate like it ain't nothing. He says he's going to send somebody out. He's going to send Callie out.
They so naive, girl. They so naive. They don't ask enough questions. They don't make stuff very specific. I don't think they have dealt with cults. You would have had to do some specific stuff. You would have had to say unharmed, this, like you would have had to use very specific words instead of just, because we are dealing with somebody, and they've already been told that the man is not on his medication. Come on, y'all. Come on, people.
Right. And so we're gonna see River. The highest is telling him, look, I got something special I want to show you. Like, what you mean? What we do? What I do now? Because River in his mindset is like, what did I do now? Like, I ain't prepared for another butt whipping. I'm securing the gates like you told me to do, your highest. I'm doing what you told me to do. And unfortunately, we see where Desiree is looking, and she's like, okay, somebody's coming out. And it's our baby girl, Callie. And oh my God, she's got a kaboom. She's got a kaboom. Oh, you devil, Obadiah, and the highest. Y'all ain't ish. Y'all are not ish. Y'all are not ish. EJ, what you think about this baby girl walking to this gate with this stuff on her?
That was crazy to me. I was like, dang. So that's what the C4 was for. It's just crazy. She's supposed to be your best soldier, which then brings me back to your theory, which it wasn't about her being the best soldier. He knew that there was this plan in play, and this was all about, everything is always about getting rid of Ruth. And this was going to be his way of showing the highest that she wasn't loyal. Because if Ruth had saw this, she would have absolutely lost her mind, and they would have known in this moment that she was not. You know what I'm saying? If the other part hadn't have happened, this is where she would have lost her mind at. And, instead, he got a little bit of a gift because, Ruth got caught slipping. But yeah, this is crazy to me. So I'm really interested to see how this is all going to play out. I think next episode is the finale episode. So I know they're going to leave us on some weird cliffhanger. I'm so mad. Because they always do.
Right. They definitely always do come with the freaking shenanigans. So we have a few comments from the fans, the audience, our Ruthless addicts, our Ruthless fam. I just wanted to revisit this image because this is going to probably be the last time we see these two together. But this Breeze Simone, this is just too much, man. Richard and Nancy need Callie. For real, they're losing it on the Oval. Well, I don't know. I hate to say it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think Callie gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it.
And if that's the case, then Ruth's only thing is going to have to be survival and getting up out of there.
But can she mentally survive? Can she
Maybe not
mentally
mentally.
survive? And you know somebody's gonna have to go and tell a girl they done did something to your baby. And I think we get a moment in the trailer where we see Ruth boohoo crying. So I'm thinking somebody, Zane or somebody, is gonna go and let her know, girl, your baby is she been sent to the king. Feel it, Tyrone, I'm on your ass, boy. One J Sienna. Oh my God. Yeah, because people are mad at what Tyrone is doing. I'm mad with them. I'm mad with y'all. I am mad with y'all. Callie played her. That's definitely Nancy granddaughter. Yeah, she did play her because I thought she was mommy. Like I thought she was all in.
I'm not Callie, I'm Ruby. And then set up there like, you gotta save yourself, mama. I just saved myself.
Definitely. Last comment, and this comes from my girl, A Baby. And Kim Murray, the two smartest people on the compound are in the punishment trailer together. What will they come up with? EJ, do you have any predictions?
Girl, I don't even know, because at this point, I'm just like, Ruth is always finding a way to figure a way out of something. And now she's in there with Andrew. But I think her being in there with Andrew is going to maybe make her trust Andrew a little bit more. I think this might be Andrew's big chance to maybe win Ruth over so that we can really get some real allies together. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's gonna be helpful. I'm not saying that the rest of them ain't helpful, but sometimes you don't know what side of the pond they gonna be on. They might be with you today, and Zane want to leave her there, for crying out loud. We still don't know if Joan is even on the up and up, and River only wants to come back when it suits him. So I just feel like she need a strong ally and somebody who can fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Joan foot is hurt. She can't even climb over the fence, or she can't do nothing. So I just feel like they're going to have to put their heads together in order to figure out how to get out. At least they're not chained up. That's the good part.
Right.
Okay. And this gives them a fighting chance when they're not chained up. So I think that they are going to come up with something. I think they're going to be able to get out of there. I honestly think that Andrew and Ruth will be two people that will make it out of the Rockadoochie camp when it's all said and done. I feel like we might lose some more major characters, but I don't think it's going to be Ruth or Andrew. I thought if they were going to kill Andrew, they might as well. If they're going to unalive Andrew, they would have done it in this whole duel situation. They're not building all of this up just to unalive him. He's not going to get unalived, I don't think.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't even know how to feel. The way they taking out all my main characters, I just gave up on loving the characters because they keep snatching folks off the compound. Every time I fall in love with one, they snatch them off. I'm like, unbreak my heart, please. Come on now. The real Aaron Collins says, I personally believe that Ruth's very existence is a major threat to the highest Obadiah, Elder, Mother, and River. Absolutely. Like she has been able to control a lot of people, or lead. I won't say control, but lead a lot of people. If she wanted to have her own coat, she could definitely have her own coat. But this is why Obadiah is trying to take her out. This is why Elder Mother for a long time tried to take her out, and this is why River once he got pissed off at her, why he tried to take her out. But yeah, she done messed up now, because now all you have to say is you want to leave the compound, and the highest don't F with you no more. So he hurt. He in his feelings. He is in his feelings. I think River is secretly trying to unalive the highest for everything he did to him. River is close to spazzing out. He should have listen. He had the opportunity to unalive the highest, and Ruth with her holier than thou behind. Oh, we gotta save him. We can't let him die. Girl, yes, you could. You could just say he OD'd, and then the compound, it'll be over with.
But I think that then the children were still gone, remember? And they didn't know where they were at. Yeah, so I think that's why. But you know me and how I feel about them kids. But you know me, I'm speaking strictly for Ruth, because you know I would have been done.
Yes. Susan says, "Isn't this the last season?" We actually have one more season. I am quite confident that they have filmed season 6. So, with season 5, we should have one more episode, and then with season 6, I don't know exactly how many episodes they're going to give us, but dang, who gonna still be alive when it comes to season 6? Like, now what? Tally's daughter, we have not seen Tally's daughter, so it can only be assumed that they done did something to Tally, maybe sold her off to the cartel or unalived her. When Tally left, they took the baby girl out too.
Okay. Or she could be one of them 97 kids. Them wasn't 97 kids up in there. She just could be mixed in there and she just not important enough to point out right now. Right. Maybe. I don't know.
That's true. Definitely true. Let's see. I think that's all of the comments, but that was really the end of the episode. Elder Mother's gonna raise hell because the baby. She gonna raise something, but the highest foot gonna be on her neck because those two that were in the punishment trailer have escaped. They were supposed to be. She was going back and forth, in and out. So she looking kind of guilty. What was you going in there for? To play with Louis PP and to play with what was left over out of George, his abs? Like, why you kept going in there messing with them folks? You should have, So anyway, and that's another thing. Are we gonna see George and Louis again?
Listen, I love George and Louis. I'm gonna need them to get the hell up out of there. Gone. Bye.
That part.
Okay, the money is gone. Okay, you lost your sight trying to get the rest of the money. You had $300K. You could have just left. I'm glad they popped. What was her name? That started with a B. What was her name? Bridget. They popped Bridget. She deserved that. Okay, and all you had to do was keep going. The way I would have at least shot the highest in the leg or something. He would have been incapacitated, and I would have been gone in that little Rolls Royce. Catch me if you can.
I would have popped him in his dome and brought it out.
I would have did that too. I would have been like, put you out of your misery. Boom.
Exactly. Star Child 4000. Joan and River are out for themselves. I hope Zane end up being the hero. I hope Zane end up with all the money. Joan and River have always been out for themselves, but I think they kind of know how to help when it's going to help them. Because they technically, Joan can't do anything because she can barely walk. So she needs River, and she definitely needs Zane, somebody that's going to actually help her get out of that gate. If they don't do something, even if they don't do one thing to try to help Ruth, I'm going to be real disappointed. Because like you said, EJ, Ruth, no matter what the situation is, she has always tried to do any and everything, to help everybody else. Even when she could hardly help herself. She's stressed out and still trying to help everybody else. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we didn't like Bridget either, Star Child. Bridget was just one of the ones like, why are you here? To get your man.
Why is she here?
Okay, literally that part. But that was the end. That was the end of the episode. Like you said, EJ, we got one more episode coming up next week. That will be the season finale. I'm really not looking forward to next week's episode because I don't know if what they gonna do. But right now, this baby girl got this C4 on her. So it ain't looking good. With that being said, EJ, any final thoughts on Ruthless as well as what you got coming up next on your channel? Because you've been working, girl. You've been working.
As far as Ruthless is concerned, I just go with the flow most of the time when it comes to this show because I can't ever predict it, hardly ever. But I really do hope they show up for Ruth because that will be really disappointing if nobody tries to help her. Because I'm just like, dang, she could have just drove off. I mean, really, she could have. If it wasn't for the fact that her daughter was still there. I feel like there's many times when Ruth could have just cut out. Like, I feel like she could have finessed her way out more than anybody else there, but yet she always comes through. So yeah, so that will disappoint me. But other than that, I'm just interested to see how this is all going to play out and what type of cliffhanger they're going to leave us on. And, who knows when we'll get Ruthless back, because like we always say, Ruthless is the redheaded stepchild, and they always you know, you never know when it's coming back, all these things. So it is what it is. And then as far as my channel is concerned, probably if I stay up, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up tonight, we usually do the live after show for Raising Canaan. So if I'm up, I'll be there. But if not, the other ladies will be there. And then, of course, on what's today? Today is Thursday. So, and then on Sunday, we'll actually have our live show for Power Book of Ghosts for the Raising Canaan one. And then on Monday, we do Never Ever Met with Shayna and Miss Kira. So if you look at that show, it's a crazy reality show. So definitely check that out. And then we're doing The Handmaid's Tale, myself and Kay and Tamika's Dance. So we do that on Wednesday. So definitely check that out. And then I dropped some other videos, The Last of Us, Handmaid's Tale, and I'll be dropping some other content as well. And I'm staying more active in my community posts. So definitely check out the community posts because I just starting to post random things there as well. Little short, written out little reviews and stuff like that of stuff that I've been watching. So that's about it for now.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, as always, it's fun hanging with you, girl. I know we got one more episode of Ruthless, and then it's gonna be like, okay, what's next? But I do absolutely appreciate you for hanging with me and doing this whole Ruthless conversation. It's always fun. Y'all always hate the characters that I like the most. But it's all good. It's all good. We wouldn't be able to vibe if we always agreed on every single thing. That's just not how life works. So it's all good. But with that being said, y'all, your girl just gonna talk a little bit more Ruthless. And once Ruthless wraps up, then I will have a new set of content that I want to bring to you guys. It's still gonna be recaps, but it's just gonna be some different shows. I do plan on having a life this weekend. I want to go see Sinners. Anybody else out there going to go see Sinners? Michael B. Jordan. Anybody else going out there to see that? I'm going to check it out, and I most likely will give a recap on. Or just a reaction. I ain't gonna say a full recap because I ain't got no pictures to give y'all. Y'all know I go by pictures, like Pictionary. But I give y'all a recap as to what I saw and how I felt about Michael B. Jordan's Sinners. Ryan Coogler, the creator of Welcome to Wakanda and Wakanda Forever and Black Panther, like that man right there is dope and he deserves his flowers. So I'm definitely gonna go out to support. Actually, I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna support him like that. I'm gonna pay for the actual movie, and then I'm gonna watch it on bootleg later on. But that's all. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying.
No, dude.
And where y'all fans at? Where y'all fans at? Y'all boot trail people. I'm looking for a boot trail to get on. I think my neck getting a little bit better. I can put my boots on the ground. But anyway, I'm just rambling on right now, y'all. But this is always fun. It's always fun. I absolutely appreciate y'all for coming through. It's so many of y'all. Like I'm gonna try to get all y'all names. But if I don't hold it to my heart, hold it to my head, y'all, because your girl be slow sometimes. Shout out to You Got Mail. Shout out to Renee Beckham. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Karima. Shout out to P. Brunson and Renee. I said Renee Beckham. I told you y'all be talking a lot in these comments, so y'all names be duplicated, and I like it. For those of you that didn't comment though, I appreciate you. Your presence is our present. We had over 40 people in and out of this whole Ruthless conversation at a time, so I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all are tapping that like button, that share button, and that subscribe button on both of these channels, okay? Jada, thank you for tapping in. My eyes can see you. Thank you for tapping in. Let's see. I think that's it. Susan, thank you for tapping in. The real Aaron Collins, thank you for tapping in as well. And for any fans, for real, I keep saying this, for any fans, any audience members that want to come on with us and talk about Ruthless, please hit us up. Some shape, form, or fashion. Say, I want to join the live. You don't have to turn your camera on. It's all good. We'll allow it. If you want to come through and chat with us about Ruthless, feel free. We got one more episode to do it in. So that is pretty much it. Star Child. Thank you for coming through. And Ramon Norwood. Hopefully this is the final season of Ruthless because I can't. You can't, Ramon, but you keep coming back for Ruthless. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I can't either, but I keep coming back.
Me too. I'm just like, man, I can't stop watching this. Like, no matter what, I just keep watching it. Like, you like, I'm like, dang, this is my guilty pleasure for real. You like,
Yep.
dang, this kind of wild. It's kind of out there, but
That part. Yo, but anyway, you guys, that is it for tonight. Thank you all for coming through. We absolutely appreciate you. Stay ruthless.
Peace.